would say, so hear me out. It's probably going to be Scorpion or Sub-Zero, because I know you were talking about that. I'm going to throw a curveball at you. We're going to get Shang Tsung, and he's going to transform into other characters like he does in MK11. So it's just all of them in one character.
Yeah.
That would be cool. And then also, I just really want to see him, like, steal Mario's soul.
All right, we're back. I don't know for how long. Twitch seems to be having some issues right now. So if we get knocked down for a major amount of time again, we'll probably just call it. But let's get back to what we were talking about.
So Terry's ending. So this is important. Now, is this important in terms of overall or like the lore? The lore? Okay.
Yeah, very important for the lore. So like I said, this is a remake of the original Fatal Fury, which means it has to end with a certain scene. However, Terry didn't want him to die, so he catches him. But he throws his hand away and just falls to his death.
Nice try, I don't want to pay child support!
Yeah. So Geese falls to his death. Terry's pretty distraught, honestly. Despite, you know, wanting revenge for his dad dying. So he decides, instead of just being a shitty person like Geese, to actually raise Geese's son instead.
That is Rock Howard.
Yep, that is Rock Howard they're hanging out with Terry. That is Geese Howard's son.
Rock is not in enough games.
Yeah, this is canonical. This is true. Terry defeats Geese. Geese refuses his help, kills himself. However, it's implied that Geese comes back a couple times afterwards because he's pretty popular. So it's a flip whether or not he's actually immortal, which is one of the plot lines of Fatal Fury 3, or that he just comes back as a nightmare, because there's usually a reference to Nightmare Geese in a number of games.
Right. What I was going to get at was apparently, I mentioned this in the chat earlier, it turns out that there was a different team working on KOF at the time, and they put Geese in without knowing that he was dead. And then they were like, oh, he's dead? But then the SNK heads were like, put him in anyway, fuck it.
Yeah, pretty much. Makes sense. So, and with that, and while we still have connection, how about we jump to my favorite game? Let's do it. Garou Mark of the Wolves. By which I mean I gotta actually...
So
Con 2! Con 2! It doesn't want to change, apparently. Hello? There we go. I think I already mapped this one. And just in case you wanted a refresher.
Certainly by existing. Those consumed with vengeance. But here, they do not exist. Only winners and losers here. For here, the mighty.
So Terry ends up training Rock on how to fight, and then 10 years later, they enter a new tournament.
All the games are actually sequels, believe it or not, except for, I think KOF is technically its own timeline, I think is how they do it.
KOF is its own timeline, yeah. All right.
Which is why Geese is maybe alive.
So you've probably seen this one show up on stream a couple times. I like talking about Mark of the Wolves a lot. It's one of my favorite fighting games.
It's real good.
Trying to remember here now. I'm gonna play as Terry at first, but usually when I play the game, I usually play as B. Janet. This is also where Terry's design changed. This is his Wild Wolf design, because it's 10 years later. He cut his hair shorter, and he's got a bomber jacket on now. Because technically, he gave his old jacket to Rock, which is why Rock's short leather jacket is sort of modeled after it. And just to mess with it even more, I'm going to pick the proper Terry colors and go back to red. So a lot of the characters in this game are like kids of some of the other characters. Like this is one of Kim Kep-Wan's kids. The other is also a playable character. Obviously, Rock is Geese's kid. I think there's another child. Oh yeah, Andy and Mai's kid is also a character.
Round 1.
Because for those who didn't know, Mai was dating Andy, and I guess she finally succeeded in marrying him, because that's one of the plot lines.
One of the plot lines in every game is that Mai wants to be on Andy's team, and then Andy just keeps going, no.
Yeah,
And then
pretty
she goes,
much.
well, fine, I'll make my own team with only women.
What's up? Oh, wait, just ProtonJon, not actually kid? I thought for sure. I thought that they were actually, like, the kid. I thought that was, like, heavily implied. All right, but also, since it's got Mark of the Wolves, it's time for everyone's favorite thing they've probably been waiting the longest for. Fucking hell! And that was a P. Yep. I whiffed it. God damn it, Kim. I'm mad now. You got the talent. You're just like your father.
So cool.
I'm gonna land that move. We are getting a Buster Wolf in this fucking stream before the Twitch servers die again.
Round 1. Fight!
You're becoming more like your father. God damn it. So this game was basically meant to be SNK's Street Fighter 3, because this came out around the same time, around 1999, and it was meant to be like, here's like what we can do with our sprite work. And honestly, like, it looks really nice, just like Street Fighter 3 is.
All of the sprite work that SNK does.
Oh, there we go, I got it.
Probably like 95 onwards, it really looks like it holds up today.
Oh yeah,
I say that with a lot of the Street Fighter games, like Third Strike and Alpha still look good today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of the fluidity and some of the animation work is just godlike.
Hey, what's
I'd
up?
say SNK has the best
I
stuff.
thought you had him in. What? What? Oh, for fuck's sake. I'll be right back.
Alright.
No, Terry, I'm in fact not okay. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright.
So,
Chat, what's up?
How you doing? How are you guys week?
It's
You guys avoid the hurricane like I was saying earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, I was saying earlier.
Go ahead.
I think it would be cool if we got like Shang Tsung and he could just like turn into all the cool Mortal Kombat characters. It would be the coolest way if you're gonna do Mortal Kombat, because they've done that in 11, and that's how they put in all the characters that they didn't put in the game, and I love it.
True.
It's really good.
I have. So wait, if John's the teacher, does that make Gaxajuka the student aide?
No, according to the call, it actually says. So if I do this, I am apparently the teacher assistant. You're the guest lecturer.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I did do lectures back then. It's quite interesting. You know what would be actually interesting if they did put in, like, say, Scorpion. If they kind of did the reference with the alternate colors for, like.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, they've done that in Injustice 1 and 2. One of my favorite things will always be they're never gonna do it because it's Nintendo. But for a while, everyone knows Scorpion for "get over here." But in MK9, if you kept using it, eventually Scorpion would just go "get the fuck over here." And it was
really.
so
I gotta watch that then.
The first time I heard that, I was like, "Oh, he said it! Oh no!"
I think I don't know. Like, it's a possibility because Mortal Kombat is pretty well known, and it does have a lot of history. I mean, it's one of the reasons why that game's the reason why we all have the ESRB rating systems.
Mm-hmm. That and a couple other games. There are some pretty interesting games out there that really want it to be the next Mortal Kombat. If you want to see a fucking wild arcade fighting game that just wanted to be super gory, look up. It has the best name ever. Like, this name is just hype when you hear it. Bloodstorm. The game is awful. Yeah. It is actually awful. But the thing with that game is you can cut off every single limb, So you could just be like no arms, no legs, and you could just be like a torso that could barely do anything and still try and fight.
Right.
KO.
Okay.
And it seems we are
Everything's
back.
mostly straightened out.
Okay.
So,
Everything good?
we weren't sure if the cat was outside or not, and then there's a fireworks thing going on outside, extremely loud, and we were really worried about the cat.
But everything's okay though. Like
Yeah, but
Are you okay?
I might call this stream here soon, then because of it. So we're not gonna finish everything I had planned out. We might just call this a part 1 and do part 2 next week or something.
probably a good idea.
All right, well, now I can actually hopefully get through this. Oh, come on, really? Nope. Fuck. I'm on tilt right now, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, dude. I mean,
Cause
hey,
I just wanted to do something cool with for a company I liked. Just kind of teach people about shit, and then nothing fucking went right today.
You want to mess around on Fightcade for a bit, or?
No, I'm gonna call it here in a few. Let's do one more round as Terry, then I'll switch over to be Janet and just start hopefully cleaning house.
Okay.
Bogard versus Untitled.
He was gonna be Andy and Mai's kid, but they abandoned that idea during development. Ah, okay.
Get serious.
Okay, so Taru, a Disney princess.
Round 1.
She might as well be considering
Yeah.
what happens.
I love how Neferu tries to use the eagle in the trailer to get the invitation.
See, that was smart. That was smart that they would do that.
I can't believe it. Only her eagle got into Smash. She couldn't.
oh, that would be funny.
Round 2.
I'd play as it. It's just an eagle.
Is Fortune Cookie still tomorrow? Yes, Fortune Cookie is in fact still tomorrow. But yeah, this went way longer than I intended. I went a lot slower than I intended to, and the server issues have not helped at all.
Well, you know, there are just some things we just can't control, unfortunately.
I know, it's still frustrating. It's nothing like, hey,
Oh,
first stream back after, like, being gone for a while. Guess what? Fucking nothing's gonna work right.
So I guess one
Also,
thing.
Xbox Live should a break. Yeah, no.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah, no, because I was trying to play online and all of a sudden I can't connect at all. They were saying, yeah, the core services are off. I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna take Master Hero Sakurai's advice. I'm gonna play Banjo-Kazooie. Because I don't need an online subscription for that game.
So one of the things I really like about this game, though, is the health, where you can pick which part of your health regens. I think it comes down to personal preference where you want the health to regen. John, what do you do usually?
I usually do it at the end, so it gives me
what
an
I
extra
do.
move at the end. So, yeah, the TOP system makes you stronger, depending on where you are, and it also heals you more if you do parrying.
Here he is.
All right, Butt, let's fight.
Round 1.
I'm still impressed I managed to win once against you, but considering he is the worst character in this game. Oh look, it's the wolf in the background. That's him. That's who the game's named after.
That's the titular Buster Wolf.
Yes.
Fuck. He's trying to dodge underneath his fireball.
I love that.
Come on. Ah, come on.
Butt's a great character. It's just he's not great to play. That's the good way to put it.
He's the closest thing this game has to a Shoto fighter, basically.
So for this series, who would be considered then the
Fucking really?
The joke character, you mean?
There's
Yeah.
not really
Most
a
games
joke
don't have
character.
joke
Anyone who's
characters.
joke-ish is still kind of decent.
Like I would say something that people mistake as joke character a lot. I see is Like in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Deadpool is the joke character. Now, I disagree with that because Deadpool can play well. That's the joke
Kudamaru
character
is probably
fighting
the closest to a joke character.
The joke characters are meant to suck. They're meant to be bad. You play them because you know they're bad. And when you win as them, it's really funny.
I guess Hanfu actually is not a bad choice either for the joke character.
Round 1.
The games that have them, though, you'll know immediately who the joke character is. Like, I would say, in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, you can play as a Servbot. The Servbot is definitely one of the joke characters.
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like, when Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Ultimate came out, I actually really wanted to play competitive. But I can't remember why I stopped, though. Because my team was X23.
You didn't know Infinites? That's the reason.
Oh.
That's the only reason. If you don't know the Infinites, you're not good enough.
Well, no, because, you know, I played online. I think it was just because I kept seeing Phoenix on there all the time. Because my team was X23, Hulk, specifically Red Hulk, and then finally Sentinel.
I like my favorite thing with Red Hulk is Red Hulk is a different person. It's General Ross Thunderbolt. When he goes Hulk, he loses his mustache, but then when he's back to being normal, he grows the mustache back. How does that work? Someone want to explain the mustache growth to me?
It's like how Nathan Spencer learns how to jump because of mustaches.
Of course,
Oh shit, that's
of
gonna kill.
course.
Yeah. I went for an attack and he pulled it off. Fuck. All right, I'm gonna actually use someone I'm really good with. Let's bust out Janet. Let's start
gotta
from
go butt to
scratch and do
butt.
Janet. I've still never seen a miracle rank. I don't even know how you even get a miracle. Is that double perfect at this point?
Double perfect is my guess.
Oh, there was a different intro. Should have shown it. Damn it. Forgot there were 2 intros in the game. Where you at, Janet? Where's your Sakura colors? There it is.
Janet's real good. I like her.
So the reason I like Beat Janet so much is because she is ridiculously good. She has so many options when you're playing. She has ridiculous screen coverage, escape moves, like semi-safe chip attack moves. She's just surprisingly good. Does the B stand for boobs? It stands for Bond, like Tron Bond. So Bond Janet.
They're both pirates, actually.
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, in terms of her, is she a captain of a pirate? Or,
Yep.
like, what's her backstory?
Backstory is that she's a pirate.
Yeah, so, alright. Let me start from the beginning. Alright, kid. So, there once was a man named Gold Roger.
Oh my
Who
god,
was
shut
king
up.
of the pirates.
Fucking shut up. Shut up, Juker.
Beyond your wildest dreams. Before they hung him from the gallows, these were his final words. Hey, this is my daughter, V. Janet. What's up?
Okay, fine. Way to save it. So Janet also has she's one of the few characters that has a third super, and I honest to God don't remember how to do it, but it's a counter super where she literally just takes off her shoe and beats you to death with it.
Oh, that super's really good.
I can't believe you kicked me. I'm so angry. Can you do a pretzel motion? I forget what that specifically refers to when you say a pretzel motion. Hi, Terry. Here's your chance to get some revenge on me, buddy.
Being a pirate is fun, that's correct. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he had that move the whole time. I forgot. Pretzel motion refers to Raging Storm. Oh, that would do it. Okay. It's clearly not Rock's, though, because Rock's Raging Storm is just double quarter, so... Oh yeah, I forgot about that move.
You see, I think it was in 14. I never played 14. but one of the characters in that, I think it might have been like 2 or 3, are actually just from one of their pachinko games.
Sorry, what character?
Like 2 or 3 characters, I think, are their original game they're from is like the pachinko KOF games.
Shoot, I know what you're talking about, but I can't place it right now.
I'm not super familiar with 14, I never played it. Loveheart, is that the character?
Alright, time to fight Ataru again.
First circle back, E might be the shoe.
Round
E?
fight.
That's what someone said in the chat.
I'm curious, John. Have you ever learned how to, have you ever tried using like the kind of fight kick kind of style controllers from like arcades with just like 4 or 5 buttons laid out and the joystick? I can't remember the technique.
Do you mean an arcade stick?
Well, like,
Are you trying to say arcade stick or hitbox? Which are you
It's a
trying to
fight
say?
the fight stick? Thank you, Cooper.
I have a couple, but I usually play pad, so.
Oh, okay.
Why do that when you could bring the best controller to the Smash tourney, the Phantasy Star Online keyboard?
Sorry, I mistyped E as D. Okay, so you meant D.
Okay, it was D.
I don't think that's right. It's got a weirder input. It's not just a double quarter. But if it is, I'm gonna feel real stupid for thinking that it's not that. Well, at least Ataru's not doing happy birthday to me.
I'm trying to think of some of the greatest dumb controllers out there. There's the slime controller is great. The chainsaw controllers are great.
And they're rare as fuck though, those chainsaw controllers.
Dude, I wish you had a chainsaw controller so we could do one of the streams with that.
Another weird controller stream.
I mean, I always got material for that.
Yeah, he mentioned a couple streams ago he had material for that.
Oh shit,
might
happy
have
birthday! Yep, happy birthday killed me.
They're doing the switch fit or whatever that thing is. You might be able to incorporate that. The little hula hoop thing.
Round fight.
Yeah, that's Ataru. I call it happy birthday because it sounds like that's what she's saying, but it is if it connects, it does a lot of damage, as you saw. But she was also in TOP mode, which is why I did so much. Oh, nice. I forgot there's guard crushing in this game.
I'll say this: I love the touch that when you win a match or round, it's a different icon depending on the character.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of personality in this game.
I love when games do that, where they have to put in as much as they can. Sometimes all you need is like 8 or 9 characters for your fighting game. That's really it. But nowadays, no, 8 characters is not enough for your fighting game. You need like 30, 50.
Well, there was supposed to be a second Mark of the Wolves game, apparently. But it just never got out of development because this is like one of the last fighting games they did before they kind of went bankrupt. So that's why this is what I was going to lead into, was like the post-bankruptcy stuff after this. Because what happened with SNK was they kind of got bought out. Or they got in financial trouble because of various things. They tried launching a handheld that didn't do very good outside of Japan. And just like a bunch, that's the Neo Geo Pocket. Yeah.
Yeah, Neo Geo wasn't super popular in America, if Smash is evident.
Round 2.
Apparently it still is planned. Alright, there's no fucking way Garou 2 is ever happening.
It's never happening.
Or I guess Mark of the Wolves 2, rather, but...
I would sooner see Tekken X Street Fighter in terms of how possible it is, because it's more recent. And it's the only reason, even though I'd much rather have Garou 2. What do you even
Yeah.
do for Garou too?
KO.
But yeah,
I guess it's
at this
possible.
point, like the arcade division wasn't doing super well. The handheld was not doing well because they released that Neo Geo Pocket, and then less than a year later they had to release the Neo Geo Pocket Color because no one was buying it because it was just black and white, and the Game Boy Color was already out, and so was the Wonder Swan. So they lost a bunch of money, and they ended up just like getting bought out by this other company.
Do you
But
think
then
if they had color from the start, they would have been like the handheld?
No, I like the Neo Geo Pocket Color. It's got some cool things about it, but I definitely can see why Game Boy did as well as it did.
Game Boy's simple and effective.
Yep.
Also durable enough to, survive a landmine if anyone's never been to Nintendo to have seen that. That's incredible if you go to the Nintendo of America, New York.
Isn't it powered just like through a battery?
Oh,
or
Just
something?
Defend and ABC. Oh, that's how you do it. Thanks, Sophie Carr. That's why I never think to do it, because I don't usually think to, not usually thinking of a setup like that.
That Game Boy's really impressive. Like, every time I go to the Nintendo store, I gotta look at it, and I'm like, yep, it's still going.
Oh, God. Okay, we are in trouble now. Yikes! Butt is pissed.
Yep, that's it, Zeno. That's the Game Boy that survived a landmine. Or was it a tank shell? It was one of the two.
It just went.
There goes half my health. There goes most of my health. Jesus Christ!
No longer will I ever be bottom tier, Butt says.
Okay! Someone's mad.
All right, let's get an instant replay with that.
Let's try that again.
That's what we call getting booty blasted.
What's that? It went too fast for not an instant replay? Okay.
All the butt jokes in chat right now.
Round 1. Fight.
Does this count as hubris? No, because I'm not the one who's been shitting on Butt the entire time. It's been Juker. I don't think Butt is actually bottom tier. I think it's actually Freeman.
I really like Butt. I think it's fun to play. Then again, I always play low. Like all the low tier characters are always fun to me. You can be really good with any character in terms of like a tier list. Tier lists are there only really for the competitive scene. If you're playing any game, just have fun with characters.
KO. Round 2.
Although no matter what, the AI is gonna just outmatch you in old fighting games because they will read you. MK2 is the really notorious one where
Oh shit!
if you
Alright,
look at
there's
the
only
frames
level
in MK2, you can throw a projectile out, and you'll see the instant that you start it up, they'll just immediately block.
Gotcha this time. What?
How?
But you are not this good.
In the hands of an AI, I am.
Oh shit, that's death. Fucking button pose, goddammit. One more try and then we'll probably call the stream at this point. Although apparently that everything's cleaned up now. I haven't lost any frames in a while.
Versus who's new in Butt.
I mean, you could still keep going. And
It's up to you.
No, I promise to like end the stream, honestly. This went way later than I expected.
Round 1. Fight.
So what are other, you were talking about the bankruptcy. What was the company that bought them out and moving kind of a little bit forward from that?
So, I forget the name of the company. It was like not Arzest, but something similar sounding. Alzeal or something like that. They were trying to buy out SNK from underneath them, and they locked out a bunch of their assets. But what happened was... nope, you're... Oh, fuck, I can't come... Hang on! Hang the fuck on! I lost a good setup there. Fuck! I I can't have this conversation and try to kill him at the same time. I literally like lost concentration on both sides at that point. And should have had a very easy punish. Fuck up. Yeah, sorry. So what happened was one of the original guys that worked for the company, like he left the company and started a completely different one called Playmore. So what happened was in the process, they actually sued whatever the name of that original company was. Jesus Christ, there we go. At least took a round off of him finally. And they actually slowly got all their IPs back, but this was during like a weird part of SNK's life cycle where they weren't making their own games anymore. My God, but oh shit. So yeah, so SNK Playmore was trying to rebuy the company, but in the process, their IPs still happened, but they were outsourced, and they didn't quite go the best. I believe this is King of Fighters 2001 and 2002, and Metal Slug 4 are the real three that stand out around this point. King of Fighters went out to a company like Eorza or something like that. Eoza? I think Eorza is like Final Fantasy 14, so it's something like that. And the quality of the series, Eolith, that's the one. Yeah, Eolith kind of let the quality slide a bit. That's where K9999 kind of skirted past copyright. And a lot of shit happened that Aruz was the company that bought them. Okay, that's what it was. So it got a little, how is that juggling? I'm sorry, like my fighting game salt is like mixing with me trying to actually explain everything, and it's not mixing well.
Okay, I mean, the history lesson can be held off until you kick his ass.
I'm trying, but he is not really letting me do anything. And I don't want to concede and just use a power-up. I want to actually take him down for real. He should not be getting me as well as he is.
The input reading is real.
That's what AIs do. That's how they gotta get the quarters.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Alright, but seriously. Fuck you. That salt's coming through for real now. That should have worked. Okay, just stay back. Oh no, I can't space him out. He's got me. Nope, there we go.
There you go, nice.
Good shit, good shit.
Oh, but he's got a full super ready to go.
Just be ready to block.
Yeah, about that.
I feel like against the AI, I always like to turtle. I think that's usually the best.
Gotcha!
Against them.
But he's in TOP mode, which means now if he hits me at half health, I'm dead. If he connects with that uppercut super. Fuck you.
Got him.
There
nice.
we go.
Good.
All right.
Nice.
So Eolith did King of Fighters 2001, 2002. I can't remember the name of the studio, but a different studio did Metal Slug 4 because Metal Slug 3 was supposed to be the end of the series. That is why the last stage was so long, because it was designed to be like a send-off to the series. Hey, babe, it's slaughter time. What? You disgust me. Why do you shake? Heh, don't worry. Ha, I'm gonna destroy you. Come on, freak. Good conversation.
Round 1. Fight.
So that's why games around that era from SNK were a bit shaky. The the Neo Geo itself, they stopped designing games around 2003 because that was the last King of Fighters game that came out, and that was them again as SNK Playmore. But at that point, they kind of needed the money, so guess what they did? They pulled a Konami. They started making pachinko machines.
Yeah. It works. I mean, you know, it actually works. That's what I hate to say.
Round 2. Fight.
It sure did.
Super popular in Japan. They're probably really easy to produce those machines too.
Yeah, so that saved the company, and they made a focus on mobile games and on other console games. So at that point, they basically started developing for PlayStation primarily. A lot of stuff ended up on PlayStation, and a lot of stuff ended up on the original Xbox for some reason. So that's why Metal Slug, there's like a Metal Slug collection on there. There's a bunch of King of Fighter games, etc. You better pay for this dress. Later, weirdo. Bye-bye. Oh, shit. I just realized where I am. I'm fucked.
Yep, have fun. I was waiting for
Yikes, it's so dark, but I know the treasure's here. All right, I forgot she was hunting for treasure. That's her actual plot. You're crafty for a woman, but those arms are weak. Leave this place now. Oh, the organizer appears. Show me the money, freak. I'm Grant, the martyr of might. Now show me your awesome power. Show me all you have. This is gonna go bad.
Oh yeah.
Round 1. Fight.
Is he gonna let me? Nope. Punches me right out of my super. Just punched me right out of it. God.
You can't do that, punk.
Round 2.
I wonder if Grant's ever gonna come back in any future games.
I don't know. Technically, he's supposed to be. I forget if he survives this game, technically.
I mean, do you really think that matters to fighting games? They bring people back all the time.
I guess.
Like, they'll find a way.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, isn't that like one of the plot points in like in the later MK games?
Yes, I was actually just thinking of that too. With it was with Noob. Noob dies, or at least you think he does, and then it turns out that it was a power boost for him falling into a Soulnado.
Soulnado. My God.
It's such a good name.
Oh.
It only made him stronger.
Someone refresh my memory. I can't fight Kane anymore, can I? Or was he not even on Janet's path? Yeah, can't fight him anymore. Fuck, this was afraid of. Was it no continuing to fight Kane, or was it no dying to Grant?
You need a AAA ranking average. Which I'm pretty sure you don't have.
I definitely don't at this point.
That is something that I do remember from this game.
So if you did certain conditions, you would have actually gotten a better, or
Basically, he's like Akuma is a good way to put it. You have to be really good at the game to fight him.
Yeah, but it's also obviously how you get the true ending.
I think his thing is like he's the bodyguard, right?
That's Grant's thing. He's the bodyguard.
Yeah. It's like, man, if this guy's the bodyguard, how's the actual guy?
Yeah. And to be fair, Kane is a pain in the ass to fight.
He is.
Oh, don't just fucking heal off Just Defense. Oops. Just kill him with love, Janet. Kill him with love. Oh shit, that's gonna... Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, gee.
Remember, he's the boss, but he's not the final boss.
This is what a lot of arcade games did, though. I don't think they really do that
Want your
anymore.
money.
Look, you'll put in like $10 into this arcade cabinet, maybe at like a bowling alley or something. That's a lot of money for an arcade cabinet instead of just buying the game for like 30. I'd rather
Or
do
some
than never
pizza
play
place
again.
that has or some pizza place that has all the arcades.
Dude, I've never seen a pizza place here in New York that has an arcade.
Dude, I've seen a pizza place in Calgary that has an arcade.
It's not a thing here.
So speaking of, there's a arcade bar that actually opened up here recently, and it's pretty legit. It's got like those big sit-in
Ooh,
ones.
you sure
It's
can
got-
fight, but you look like a bimbo. You're no gentleman, sir, but you sure know your stuff. You said it. Bye, Toots. Goodbye, Kane.
I love how he's just like, fuck this, I'm out. Bye.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
From this shit, I'm
Yeah,
out.
unfortunately,
Like,
we did not do good enough to actually get to the true ending. Oh well. We beat Grant and we didn't take any... I like how the person we had the most problems with was Butt. We had to use like 3 or 4 continues on Butt. We used 1 on Grant.
Just think, if we got like a AAA on him, probably could have. Butt problems, that's a good...
Best
Is
bet.
there a way to show off Kane?
I'll just
No.
show a video. Yeah, our average was AA, I think.
Pretty double A, mostly because of the A.
Game
You
over.
had 2 A's.
If you want to show off the shoe move, I believe it's called Ennui Mademoiselle. So just defend an ABC. I think it's easier probably just to show a video of that than actually trying to do it.
Yeah, just having the AI try and do that.
I'll try it one more time. Oh, there's Dongwon.
Versus Kim Dong Han.
What, getting the just?
I'll try it. Does it require full meter or just S?
I think it's full meter.
Yeah, I thought it was a full meter move.
Round 1. Fight!
All right, I'll try my best. But I usually don't even like think about when I'm just defending, which is the thing. And it's easier to just defend projectiles, and I don't believe Dong has any.
Round 2. Fight!
So I'm not sure this was talked about, just to kind of go back on the whole Terry thing. For
let's try
this
ABC.
particular game, what was his story like? Because it looked like his stage
Damn
was
it.
riding on a train.
Damn it!
Him or someone else?
Terry.
Terry is just a mentor character. That's his thing now. He's old.
Yeah, this takes place 10 years later after like everything else.
We talked about it earlier. This is, as we said earlier, was the 3rd strike of this, so it's in the future. A lot of people are either like sons or trainees of characters that we already know and love.
So is he just going around the world, or is he?
He's just a mentor. He's just here watching Rock, sort of.
Oh, okay.
They need to put Rock in more games.
Drifter from this. Okay.
All right, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm just gonna. John, please try Dino Crisis. We streamed it like 2 weeks ago. What are you talking about?
Wasn't it the same night as Metal Slug?
It was the same night as Metal Slug. All right, we're not gonna be able to get it. I'm just gonna look it up.
Just do like Garou all supers, and then just
Yeah,
Put it in it.
Ennui Mademoiselle. It comes up. This is what was supposed to happen. It's
Whoa.
it's a little blurry. But she literally just gets really pissed off, rips her shoe off, smacks you to death with it, and then gets embarrassed that she did that and puts it back on. It's really good. It's a really funny super. She has it in King of Fighters 11 as well. I think it's probably easier to do in 11 than it is here.
I believe so.
Look at how much damage that does, though. Jesus. Oh, she's in TOP mode, but still.
You kind of could just see that. Oh, he just did that. Oh, hell no.
Can't you do the 3 shoe beating? Who fights with a shoe? Apparently Janet does. She just gets real angry and starts doing it.
Now there is a reference I haven't heard in forever. I forgot about that. God, what was his name? Because he was supposed to be the Odd Job ripoff in Austin Powers.
Oh,
The one who throws the shoe.
Random task.
That is probably what it was. That sounds right.
You ever been hit by? Yeah, no. If someone hit you with like the actual stiletto part of the heel, that would fucking hurt.
It would definitely hurt. Or the chancla, as Chad has been saying.
Or I guess the heel part of the stiletto, rather.
Anyone who doesn't know what a chancla is, that's like the Mexican
The
word
throne.
for like getting hit with a slipper or like a flip flop.
All right. So I'm gonna call it here. We've still got Fortune Cookie tomorrow. I love how now that I'm like, oh, I'll end the stream now. Everything's going smooth. We'll probably do a part 2 of this next week. Although there's not that much left to cover, really. We basically got to the point where all the crossover stuff started happening, so I was going to start jumping over to Capcom stuff.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, so basically I have Capcom stuff and I have their newest stuff to cover. So that was going to be like SNK Heroines, the Samurai Showdown, and King of Fighters 14. So unfortunately, yeah, I'm going to call it here because it's pretty late compared to how I wanted to go. This was supposed to be like a 3-hour stream and I accidentally doubled the length of it. So yeah, I at least got to show off a couple things, so hopefully you guys kind of got some inkling of the history that happened with SNK, besides all the, like, the disconnecting and everything else that fucking went on tonight.
I guess.
So,
Can you go to your plug?
So how do you want the notes uploaded? You can take a picture and upload it to the brewer if you want, Strider.
Now remember, this is all going to be on the test after the next stream. There will be a test.
and also don't forget, as guest lecturer, there are some things you will also need to know from my certain segments.
Oh my god.
Bonus points if you are able to know the 4th Scooby-Doo game to use a laugh
Oh
track
my
now.
god, no! Stop it!
Dalton, that one's for you.
God damn it, Juker.
You know someone's gonna do it and be like, it was this game,
Only me and Dalton know that. You're the only 2 people who know the answer to that.
Alright, class, your homework is that you gotta play an SNK game. That's it. Doesn't matter which one. Alright, let's do one last trip to the art block and then call it for the night.
Excuse me, Professor John. Can I be excused from the test?
What for?
Oh no.
You don't know?
I'm reading chat.
How about I don't? Well, then you get a failing grade, Ari. I'm sorry. You do get extra credit for the art, though, so maybe you'll get even on that. The face John probably makes when he accomplishes something after trying so many times, as seen tonight and in many streams. Couldn't think of a better description. And John, look out in a couple weeks. I may or may not have something big coming your way. Hell yeah. Do I get bonus points if I kill both Bogarts first try? Maybe.
Sure.
To be fair, those star eyes, that's pretty much... that. If I could actually make stars appear from my eyes, I would totally do that. The next machine in the Proton F-Zero League is number 91, Sequin Moon, piloted by Jonte. Jonte's half-genie status and her having a modified version of Shantae's outfit landed her machine bases as Princia Ramode's Spark Moon machine. 36, but the sequin moon is colored red as a reference to the color of Shantae's normal attire. Oh, speaking of references from earlier, I made good on my kitty face. Here is John as Palutena. And I got a little Bagel Icarus, too, or a Centurion. Perfect.
I think it's supposed to be Centurion.
Does Windjammers count? Yes, Windjammers does count. I'm actually wearing a Windjammer shirt right now, so it better damn count. Even if it's Data
Windjammer.
East.
Best game. I like that.
Limbless
Ooh.
John saw the hair and couldn't resist, even shaved his chest fluff. Limbless Reese is all over this. Look at that buff-ass Terry Bogard.
Great.
Hell yeah.
More games need the Rayman design.
Hey John, since you're doing an SNK stream tonight, figured I'd share this pic I did back in 2005 of two of my favorite characters from King of Fighters, K-Dash and Kula Diamond. I always thought their story within the games and their progression as characters was very interesting. I felt they deserved some love. Additionally, I just want to express my immense appreciation for the educational stream tonight. I'm so incredibly disappointed by the sheer number of people doing reaction videos to the last direct that had no clue who Terry Bogard or SNK were. I became acquainted with the franchise and characters back in 2002 and onward, and I love the vast range of characters from KOF, Fatal Fury, Art of Fighting, and so on. SK helped pioneer a lot of things for the fighting game industry alongside Capcom's Street Fighter back in the day, and more people need to know its history. Thank you so very much for helping bring SNK to light again. No worries. Like I said, I love the studio and I love a lot of the games they made. So I figured it would be fun to just do like a bunch of stuff. And honestly, like I said, I didn't know most of the Fatal Fury stuff that well. I knew the first game and I knew Mark of the Wolves. So getting to play through some of the other ones was kind of nice and refreshing for me. And honestly, next week it'll give me a good excuse to play through the new SNK stuff that I haven't touched yet. So like I said, SNK Heroines, King of Fighters 14, and Samurai Showdown. Here's Professor John as Terry for the SNK history class. Extra credits. Well, this counts, Professor. It does. You'll be fine, Sylveon. Goldman, do you have any idea what you are doing? I don't. Oh, I was like, that's 8.
That's an in-joke for my stream.
Oh. Lil Art for Juker's Dragon Quest 8 stream that he sort of asked for. Ask him to explain it. I mean, I get it. It's 8, and that's the giant dude is Goldman.
No, there's a monster we got that was actually just called Goldman.
Yeah.
That is literally his name.
Yeah, I know. I've played the game. I've played Dragon Quest.
I wasn't sure.
That's literally what I just said, Joker! I literally explained the joke before you explained the joke! If this is too tangential to belong on board, then go ahead and delete it. I just uploaded it here because I'm sure no one else. That's fine. It's fine here. Don't worry. Mr. John, the stream is down again. With all the crashes, does this count for the extra credit? I think it's acceptable. Eyes on the board, please, class, and not on my rack. Who do you think I am? Pay attention, or so help me detention for all of you. What do we got here? SNK, History of Neo Geo, Smash, Terry for Smash, equals boobs, Geese, douche, King of Fighters, Mark of the Wolves. Perfect. I'm so sorry that Twitch has been playing up so much for you today, John. It's such a shame because we've all been having so much fun watching you play all these old SNK games and learning so much about its history. Hopefully I can cheer you up somewhat with this. A tweaked version of an old pick of mine I did for you a while ago, based on today's important SNK lesson. Enjoy. Thank you, Mel, as always. Geese. Poor performance from our TA. The tune that played during the scene foreshadowing Grant reminded me of the opening of the Bowser theme in Super Mario World. Huh. Can't say I heard that, but...
I don't hear that either.
Yeah.
But, hey, you know. I'll have to listen to it later.
And here we go. I've been keeping up with my studies, promise. Anyone have any notes I can borrow? So this is the animated sprite for the heel super.
I love it.
Good call.
Yeah, maybe calling it was a good idea. Fuck. Well, this, if you're watching the VOD of this, you might actually still hear this. Oh no, we are back. Never mind.
Nope, yeah, no, see?
Okay, I'm getting people saying we're back. Okay, cool. Somewhat back. I haven't dropped any new frames yet. As I was saying, Horizon Starter actually uploaded their notes. I have like three or four more pages of this too. I missed a bunch of the streams, so I'll need to rewatch the VOD so I can make more complete notes. I can also retype this into a Google Docs or something for easier sharing. English, big on SNK. Coming a lot to Terry. ProtonJon's SNK history class. Formerly the actual company's name. New Japan project. Modular arcade cabinet. Brick breaker game. My god, you actually did write everything here. This is amazing.
Yeah, no, this is all the notes.
This is literally all we talked about, like all the history stuff from the beginning of the stream and everything. That's amazing.
You gotta hide the notes. People are gonna copy them.
Zoom of pinup anime girl. I like how you went a little too long on those, I think. Now you can pass the test. Congrats, everyone. Someone brought up Tales of in chat, so here I am. I am here. Hello. They were talking about Smash, and I don't care about that, but I want to have an opinion on something. If I could have a Tales of rep, it would be Leon, aka Judas, or Judas rather. Either works. I love Leon. He's one of the best Tales of characters, period. Sadly, his best iterations are in Tales of Destiny DC and Tales of Destiny 2, which were never localized.
So
Wait, I thought we got Destiny 2.
With a Tales of character. What if they do it like the Hero, where it's just like 4 different characters that represent like the main characters?
I could see that.
I think people would be okay with that after Hero.
Yeah. A shame since they're fantastic. Anyways, Leon is a great character who deserves so much better than what he got. I love him greatly. He used to be the most popular Tales of male character till good old Yuri got introduced. Then Yuri got banned from popularity contests. FemJon is Leon's sketch. Forgot to add that part. Our Tales of Destiny 2 is actually Tales of Eternia, so that's why the characters don't look the same. That explains it. Squirtle, no. Squirtle's... Squirtle says, the Destiny 2 we got is the one created by the company behind Halo. No, not that Destiny. Tales of Destiny 2.
That's not the same thing.
They're very different. I know you're making a joke, but no, that's not what we're referring to. The 55 Earth Cat. Emil couldn't have the little wyvern or the number 11 Mad Wolf as his machine, but him and John, both having annoying pet cats, got him Jody Summers number 2 White Cat instead. The name is a reference to his favorite game, which he's actually LP'd twice. And I think that is it for the trip to the art block. Yep.
I would say let's raid someone fast before we go down again. Normally
yeah,
I
holy
wouldn't do
shit.
that,
Holy shit, let's do a raid now.
do it now while we can.
Who's right? Who's streaming?
I'm checking.
Better question, what are we raiding with?
I have a feeling I know what it's gonna be, but...
Okay.
Butt problems, I see.
Are you okay? Eyes on the
Probably
board.
I think people want butt problems.
Yeah, butt problems.
Don't waste time though. We gotta raid now.
I know, I'm doing it. I'm getting set up. Relax. We have a bunch of donations I did not read out. Let me read them out quickly. Trojan says, Mr. Wheeler, can I go to the bathroom? And all serious says, happy streaming. I mentioned a while ago that I was composing for a homebrew game for NES, and that game finally got released, so I'm happy about that.
Ooh.
Also interested in learning about SNK. Yo, Trojan, hook me up with whatever game that is. I want to look
I'm
into it.
interested in that too.
Rex Aura says, Brent bringing up Me Too on Question Block made me realize how many people I liked, or at least... What? Brent bringing up Me Too on Question Block made me realize how many people I liked, or at least whose work I respected, turned out to be scummy, even as recent as 9/4 Direct. It's sad, but I'm thankful that you and TRG are more honest and respectful than most. I mean, we've all got our own mistakes. We've all got our own demons, but thank you for thinking that I am honest and respectful. Bruce Pomegranate says, I've been watching your content for at least 10 years, but I've never seen a stream live since, well, you stream late and I go to bed early. Now that you stream on Friday afternoons, I get a chance to see my favorite stream alert live. 5, 5, 5, 5. Psychonic Sonic says, Hi John, nice to learn about SNK with this history lesson. Even if the games shown don't interest me, I'm always up for learning. Just bought a PS4 today after months of hesitation, and I love it. Any recommendations on titles under $20? I think that Ratchet & Clank remake for the movie is at $20 now. I would recommend that.
I've heard that's pretty good.
And the Uncharted collection would probably also be good too.
You're getting 3 games in that one.
Hero Chaos Chow says, hey John, I'm obviously enjoying Banjo and Kazooie and Smash Ultimate. Unrelated, but do you know how to get 100% completion in Picto Quest? I finished all the puzzles, but I'm still at 99%. Help is appreciated. I haven't sat down to finish it yet. I'm assuming there's probably some side quests you did not do, or maybe you didn't buy all the health extensions? I don't know. And Mega Nerd says, so SNK was only kind of bought out. Their president saw what was happening, so he jumped ship, made Playmore, and then used Playmore to buy out SNK. Yeah, but as we were going to get to if we had gotten to the rest of the lesson, they did actually get bought out because the guy who was running Playmore actually sold it off later in about, I think it was like 2015 this happened, or 2014. Sold it off to a Chinese company, and they dropped Playmore from the title, so now it's back to just being just SNK, and they're trying to get the IP out again, which is why King of Fighters 14's out, Samurai Showdown's out, and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, it was Tencent. Yeah, so Tencent owns a major stake of SNK now. Yeah, the owners of Riot Games and Epic and a bunch of other companies. They own a lot. Anyways, that's going to do it for tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Fortune Cookie. We're raiding Space Hamster. He's playing some WoW, so you might not pay attention. But we're raiding with butt problems because we don't get a chance to raid him that often. Oops, left R block sign on.
So crazy.
Ah, shit. He's got music playing. All right, let's just confuse the audio with all the sounds.
Butt problems? Wait, hashtag butt problems. No! Hashtag butt problems. Dude.
Jeff's excited about those butt problems.
Spam this.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that butt responding back.
What's going on?
All right, guys. Go give Space Hamster some love. Thanks for putting up with my stupid-ass history lesson. I'm glad you guys seem to enjoy it.
Going in, baby.
We'll continue it next week, hopefully, with better internet or better Twitch servers, I guess. I'll see you guys for tomorrow Fortune Cookie, which hopefully it also doesn't screw up.
Night,
everybody.
You have butt problems, dude. I'll get on that like pretty soon. Oh snap! I'm nuts, dude. Already spinning. Icy Rice, you're thinking with the 14 months.
I get so much that.
What was that?
Disappointed.